Here's the translation you requested. Couples who grow old together. They each have their own lives. People often say that marriage is the grave of love. But have you noticed that those couples who grow old together seem to have lived vibrant lives in this grave? What is their secret? The answer may surprise you. They each have their own lives. This sounds a bit mystical, but upon reflection, it makes perfect sense. Couples who grow old together understand the balance between intimacy and distance. Zhang Guofan wrote in his family letters about the relationship between husband and wife. Being connected by fate and being close. Books can form bonds, and bonds can create books. This phrase reveals the essence of marriage. Imagine this. If you and your partner were like conjoined twins, stuck together 24 hours a day, how would that feel? Like many couples in life, they would find that excessive intimacy can feel suffocating. Zhang Guoli and Deng Jie are a great example. Despite their deep feelings for each other, they know how to maintain their independent spaces. Zhang Guoli and Deng Jie have walked hand in hand for half a lifetime. As they age, the time spent working outside decreases, while the time spent at home increases. Like many retired seniors, Zhang Guoli loves listening to Beijing opera and takes daily walks to stroll with birds. Deng Jie prefers to stay home, tending to flowers and plants, and waits until her husband returns to prepare a feast for him. Most of the time, the couple lives under the same roof, yet they can each do what they love without disturbing each other. Zhang Guoli wants to help Deng Jie plant flowers, but accidentally gets pricked by a thorn. Deng Jie tells him to rest, and that she can handle it herself. In a relationship, excessive intimacy can easily feel suffocating. At first, it may be sweet, but over time, it may feel as if even breathing is a struggle. Just like in Lingrong from Empresses in the Palace, who revolves around the emperor all day, only to become a loathsome pest. In contrast, those couples who grow old together are both close and maintain their independent spaces. Husbands can enjoy boisterous chats with friends, while wives can shop and hang out with their sisters. They understand that marriage is not 1 + 1 is equal to 1, but rather 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Two complete individuals, walking hand in hand on the basis of mutual respect. This is the highest realm of marriage. Couples who grow old together understand the balance between love and freedom. Remember that line, "You are not my better half. You are my entire sky." Many people misunderstand this phrase, thinking it means that their partner is their whole world. However, that is not the case. Its true meaning is, you are not my accessory. You are a complete and free individual. Just like those couples who can grow old together, they know how to give freedom within love, respecting each other's uniqueness, rather than seeing one another as possessions. The story of Hu Shi and Jiang Dongxiu perfectly illustrates this point. Hu Shi was a talented man, while Jiang Dongxiu was a traditional wife. Their arranged marriage could have turned into a farce, but because of their mutual tolerance and effort, it became a rare example of happiness. When Hu Shi is reading in his study, Jiang Dongxiu would shout from the doorway, "Mr. Hu, dinner's ready." Hu Shi not only doesn't get angry, but responds with a smile. "Just a moment, I'll be right there." Although Jiang Dongxiu was not well educated and hadn't communicated with Hu Shi through letters, she learned to write on her own. Even so, she often made spelling mistakes. Once, she wrote "I miss you very much" as "I miss you very much." Upon seeing it, Hu Shi laughed. Not only did he not mind, but he found it endearing. Couples who grow old together understand this principle. They don't treat each other as possessions, but cherish each other's uniqueness. If a wife loves painting, The husband prepares her an art studio. If the husband enjoys basketball, the wife encourages him to join an amateur league. They understand that love is not about possession, but about supporting each other. As Tagore said, love is the life of two birds flying side by side, not the life of caged birds. Couples who grow old together understand the balance between caring and letting go. There's a joke that goes, a wife asks her husband, "What would you do if I fell into the river?" The husband replies, "I would jump in to save you." The wife is touched, but then asks, "What if I fell into the river?" The husband replies, "Then I'd just burn paper for you." Although this joke has a dark humor, it illustrates a truth. Excessive concern can feel suffocating. Couples who grow old together care for each other, but also know when to let go. They don't pry into everything, nor do they meddle in each other's affairs. The best way to love someone is to give them freedom, space, and the right to make choices. This relaxed yet measured relationship allows both people to live comfortably and freely. Couples who grow old together understand the balance between I and we. In real life, many couples have found this balance. Guo Jingjing and Huo Qigong are a vivid example. Though they live in a wealthy family, they insist on growing independently, supporting each other. After marrying Huo Qigong, the media said she married into wealth. But after marriage, she didn't give up her career. Instead, she transitioned to become a diving judge. In 2024, at the Paris Olympics, Guo Jingjing attended as the head judge, bringing honor to the national diving team. To support his wife, Huo Qigong also became the vice president of the Hong Kong Olympic Committee, actively promoting sports exchange and cooperation across the strait. In their marriage, the couple supports and respects each other, growing together. Even in wealth, they can maintain their independent personalities and values, pursuing their own happy lives. Some say that marriage is when I becomes we. This is a vivid statement, but it can also be easily misunderstood. Couples who grow old together have the concept of we. While retaining their uniqueness, they plan their futures together, manage their families jointly, but also preserve their individual interests and social circles. Like two trees growing side by side, with intertwined roots, each grows upward independently, leaving space for each other to thrive. This balance allows them to enjoy the sweetness of being a couple, without losing themselves. Thus, the secret to growing old together lies in this seemingly contradictory yet harmonious way of living separately. It is both an art and a philosophy. It teaches us that marriage is not about merging into one, but about flying side by side. Not about binding each other, but about mutual fulfillment. Not about losing oneself, but about becoming a better version of oneself. This living separately is actually a more advanced way of being together. It allows two individuals to remain independent, while also being able to lean on each other, to grow freely, while also supporting each other. This is perhaps the most beautiful aspect of love. People often say that marriage is the grave of love. But I want to say that marriage is actually a school of love. In this school, we learn how to maintain distance in intimacy, how to give freedom in love, how to let go while caring, and how to retain our within we. This is what couples who grow old together understand. Alright, that's all for today's sharing. Thank you for watching. I hope today's content resonated with you. For those who haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click subscribe so we can accompany you every day. Let's grow together, be happy together, and slowly grow old together. See you next time.